Elder Talop, but one...
What's...
If it's all... Very well. You can use this scroll to go directly to the obsidian altar. Don't worry.
I had someone gather up all the woven scrolls from that era. Maybe we'll find some leads we can follow.
There's that many? Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Come on. Less whining, more reading. If we split them up, we'll finish in no time. Why have you stopped? Did you notice something strange? There will always be tensions. But the intensity has changed. Usually the Pyro Archon tries their best to prevent intertribal disputes from escalating. But not every Archon has done that as well as Mawika. Also, given that our Archons live only as long as mortals, the transitional periods can be fraught with challenges. Far fewer conflicts have ended in bloodshed over the past few centuries. Whenever I read through these scrolls, I too am always struck by the thought of how unimaginable—
Hey, come check this out. This one seems to mention the Bloomflower trials.
Oh? Let me see. A curious coincidence indeed. It seems like the last Bloomflower trials were also held to save the life of an ailing Saurian.
Huh? Was it the same illness as Milrace?
The scroll doesn't say, but it seems likely. Strange. It's very unusual for such records to be so sparse on details. The scroll only vaguely alludes to two things. Firstly, that the Bloomflower trials were held to save a sick little Saurian. Secondly, that they seem to have failed. And that the chief of the Flower Feather clan had a major falling out with his younger brother. And later on, his brother left the tribe and lived as a recluse. That's all it says.
But that basically tells us nothing! You know, except that the person who weaved this scroll must have been slacking off on the job.
Sacred flame crystals having the power to beguile human hearts. Is this where that's from? Looks like we'll have to approach this from another angle. I'll go take a look through some even older scrolls. Surely the trials were held more than once.
Seeing as that scroll just now mentioned the Flower Feather clan, I think I could go ask Chief Mutota. And what's our next move? Any other leads we can follow?
A certain Kukasaur? Oh, Aoife's assistant Kakuku must have told you, right? Alright then. I'll look into those ancient scrolls, Kachina can head over to the Flower Feather clan, and Let's split up and meet back here later.
So, everyone got that? They'll never see this coming. We'll catch them totally off guard.
Leave it to us. We'll show them what we're made of.
Moalani, Kinich, what are you doing here? Oh, Traveler, Paimon, it's you! Just between us, we're discussing our strategy for the next half of the exhibition match. But as for the details, those will have to...
What about you guys? You seem like you're in a hurry.
We're on the trail of an rare and elusive. In that case, we can help with that description of the location's way too vague. What does the Kukusaur look like? Nothing more specific than that? Alright, well in that case, let's split up.
I'll check the higher ground and see if anyone over at the Flower Feather clan has any ideas.
I'll follow the river then.
Sounds like it's my time to shine. As Kinich will tell you, I am a born hunter with the eyes of a hawk.
I haven't got anywhere else to be either. I'll take a stroll nearby and see if I can spot anything.
Awesome! Thanks, everyone! Don't mention it. Anyway, we'd better get going. Catch you in a bit.
We should take a break after all that running around. Yeah, let's rest here for a bit.
Anything on your end, Kinich?
Nope.
Me neither. Kukasaurs all look so similar. They all look light and floaty to me. I mean, what could possibly be lighter and floatier than a pair of wings?
I didn't find anything either.
Sorry, Traveler and Paimon. We couldn't Are you in a hurry to find him? If you need a hand, I can come back and join the search again tomorrow. Okay, well, if you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out.
I've told my friends over at the Flower Feather Clan to keep an eye out. If they see anything, they'll let you know. So, alright. I'll update them.
Come to think of it, Aurora—
It's not like Auroran's traps can catch just anything, you know.
You never know. Might as well ask him if you get the chance. Anyway, we'll be heading back now. Best of luck!
Okay then, see you later! And thanks for your help!
Let me think.
Kachina, Seed Lolly, what's up?
Bạn còn 15
We
phút
haven't
nữa
managed
là
to
hết
find
giờ chơi.
anything. No one seems to know what actually happened back then.
Any luck with your mysterious Kukasaur? In that case, I'd suggest we set this aside for now. It would be great if we could get to the bottom of this, but not every historical mystery can be unraveled. We must also learn to live with the unknown. Just remember, as long as we stick together, no challenge will ever be too great.
Yeah, I'm sure everything will work out. Still, after all this investigation...
Finally, dudes. Found you.
Aoife, what brings you here?
Can each mention you were on the lookout for a Kukasaur? Just so happens a strange Kukasaur has been following me the past few days. No clue why, but this dude's been on my tail ever since I got back from the Children of Echoes. Not gonna lie, so I didn't even realize he was there until Kakuku suddenly flipped out last night when he went for a drink. His squawking woke me up, and that's when I finally spotted a shadowy shape outside the window.
That sounds terrifying.
I could tell it was a little Kukasaur from the shape. After observing him more closely, not sure if that's the dude you're looking for, but if so, you're more than welcome to get him off my back. The sooner the better.
Wait a second. Does that mean...
Yep, dude's probably hiding right behind that tree.
Do you think we should send someone over to take a look?
It's okay, I've got this. What the? How is that even? Guys, get over here, quick! There's nothing scary about this. It's just...
Wait, surely that's not...
Wait, shouldn't he have returned to the ley lines? Haven't they been fixed?
There are many possible reasons.
So why have you been tailing me, bro? If it's treatment you want, can't do much for you, man. Sorry.
He ran off!
Do you think he wants us to follow him? Oh, if only we had a Kukathosaurus on hand.
Hey, that's a good point. Where is Kakuku today?
He was so spooked last night that he rattled through every single word he's ever learned and then fainted. He was still out cold when I left.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's just follow him. Why have you brought us here?
So, is there something buried here? You want us to dig it up?
These are woven scrolls, yes. Albeit very crudely made and heavily time-worn as a result. Still, they're just about legible. They seem... Come, let's read them together. These might just contain the answers we've been searching for this whole time.
So, have you figured out a way to save him?
Indeed, I have. As far as I can tell, we need ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals. That's about it.
That's great news. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
Well, it's not every day that the chief himself drops by to check in on your Saurian buddy. Not so busy these days, huh?
You know I'd come even if I was. You're my brother, man. I heard you've been beside yourself since Antu fell ill, so I was worried about you.
I mean, Antu means the world to me. I promised to stay by his side until the day he's fully grown, ready to spread his wings and soar freely through the skies. I mean, with him around, I've never felt lonely traveling through Natlan. Sometimes he's happy, and other times he's sad. Sometimes he has tantrums, but then he'll curl up beside me when I'm down. And right now, he needs me more than ever. I'll draw upon everything I've ever learned to help him get through this.
I salute your courage and wisdom, brother. But these sacred flame crystals you mentioned, are you sure they'll do the job?
Well, I've studied the essence of the sacred flame and read various related scrolls. Sacred flame crystals are born from intertribal conflict. Back when the tribes were somewhat united, they would occasionally hold bloom flower trials in order to obtain them.
Seems like I've still got lots to learn, despite being chief.
Research on sacred flame crystals has been patchy, to say the least. What we know for sure is that they can be used to treat certain chronic phlogiston-related illnesses.
Enhance a warrior's strength.
It's speculative at best. We need to analyze an actual specimen to know for sure. As far as I'm concerned, as long as they can be used to cure Antu's...
So you asked the chiefs of all the tribes to send people to take part in a scaled-down version of the... Remarkable that they agreed, given it wasn't so long ago that tensions are running high right now. If I were you, I wouldn't have had the courage to even ask.
I know, but I had no other choice. Fortunately, I've treated... With all this ongoing strife, it's been a long time since we've worked together on anything. Fighting side by side for a common cause?
Let's hope so. By the way, what's with all this...
I'm heading out to search for ocean zephyrs. In the meantime, I'll leave the...
Come on, that goes without saying. Rest assured, I'm your brother after all.
Thank you. And Antu, be good while I'm gone, okay? Once I return with the ingredients, you'll be...
Himara! How could you stoop so low, ambushing us on the field like that?
Ambushing? You've no one but yourselves to blame for underestimating us. So what's all this fuss about?
Even if that was remotely true, your guys went way over the line. 7 of our warriors were so badly injured that they're still out cold as we speak. The Flower Feather clan must compensate us for our losses. Hand over the sacred flame crystal.
And what, we'll hand them over after all that? Just because you waggled some fingers and said some angry words?
Didn't you claim that we're holding these trials to save a sick Saurian? take what's necessary for the treatment, then return us the rest.
Say something, Amara. We're not leaving until you give us some answers.
If the other elders were here, they wouldn't waste their time on such puerile questions. If anything, I just wish we'd managed to collect more crystals. There are always people who think they're so clever. So many contestants were just pocketing the ones they got in the trials. I'll bet your chiefs all have sweet little personal... Everyone was in a frenzy, snatching the crystals up wherever and whenever they could. We're hardly the only winners.
You what?
I get it now. Snatching the spoils while using the Bloomflower trials to weaken the other... Ugh, that Nompole. Can't believe I trusted him.
The Children of Echoes will not forget this. Let's go!
Brother, where's Antu?
Oh, you're back. Come.
Look, no need for that. I only came back to...
Rumors?
That the Bloomflower trials spiraled into an all-out bloodbath, sparking a heated dispute among the chiefs. And that no one was bothered in the slightest about Antu. By the time anyone... How could you lie to me, Amara? You promised you'd make sure the Bloomflower...
You think I had a choice? As soon as one person broke the rules, the whole thing became a free-for-all. Playing by the rules gets you nowhere in this world. If I hadn't taken things into my own hands, another tribe would have just swooped in and seized the winnings for themselves. These sacred flame crystals, they have limitless potential. I, for one, wouldn't miss a chance to string...
I won't debate ethics with you. Where are the sacred flame crystals?
I've put them all into our research.
You did what?
I did set some aside for Antu in the beginning, but he ran off, didn't he? So there was no longer... He's your companion, yes. But the life of a single Saurian is nothing compared to the future of our tribe.
Hear, hear! You've certainly proven yourself a worthy chief, Imara. Your name will no doubt be etched into the hearts of the Flower Feather clan. Just remember this. No excuses can hide the harm your greed has inflicted. All the hope and trust that little guy placed in you,
Wait, Nompole! Where are you going?
Antu! Antu! Antu, it's me! Please, answer me! Antu, are you okay? Oh, look at you out here all on your own. I'm so sorry, Antu. This is all my fault. After that, I left the Flower Feather clan and lived here on this hill with Antu. He was running out of time. I took him from tribe to tribe, but no one believed me anymore. I begged them again and again, enduring sneers, insults, even beatings. Until finally, Antu's time came. And those I remember once, over at the Children of Echoes.
Ah, this is what you're after, is it? Dream on. Go beg your brother for some. How many did he snatch up for himself? He's the one who put you up to this whole I'm a victim charade, wasn't he? What are you? You little vulture!
For some reason, Antu harbored a deep and intense hatred for the sacred flame crystals. Whenever he saw one, It wasn't until years after Antu's death that I finally guessed at the truth. He must have witnessed people fighting over the crystals without comprehending why. Unable to fathom how those once cheerful humans had turned from best of friends to work. In Antu's eyes, the only reason they'd started collecting sacred flame crystals, I too shall be bound by guilt for the rest of my days. If only I had taken part in the trials myself. If only I'd seen the greed in Amara's eyes, or even came back just a little bit sooner. But the past cannot be undone. I have immersed myself in the study of medicine and spent my life healing all kinds of Saurians. Before my own time comes, I have recorded all of this on these crudely woven scrolls in the belief that the truth should not lie buried. May the Natlan of their day be united as one, free once and for all from bloodshed and strife.
Medicine born of guilt.
So the non-pole from the scrolls was Aoife's ancestor? And that little Cuckoosaur spirit?
Seems so. That's why he's been following you around, Aoife. Even though he doesn't like appearing in front of anyone else, he senses something familiar in you. No wonder there weren't any records of the last Bloomflower trials. If anything corrupts the human heart, it's greed. And who'd want to immortalize the memory of a scandal by which all 6 tribes were tainted? The bitter irony is that the sacred flame crystals turned out to be nowhere near as miraculous as they believed.
Hey! Where's that?
Look! Over there! Do you think he's sad? Or maybe he's lost in his memories?
Thanks. I might need a breather over here. I regret lingering for centuries. Unfolding like this before my eyes. I gotta think this through. What should I do? Never thought I'd have the chance to meet my ancestor Saurian companion. It's a pretty cool, wouldn't you say so, bro?
Can he understand what you're saying?
Kinda. I can pick up on Antu's vibes, just like he catches ours, but that's pretty much it. That's just how it is with Saurian companions. You have to spend a lot of time together to develop an intuitive bond. If my ancestor were here...
In other words, he wouldn't understand even if we discussed everything.
I think it's probably better if he doesn't understand. I know that running from your problems isn't the way to solve them, and that we should face up to the challenge.
That's right. The people responsible, the ones who should have apologized to him, are no...
Isn't there anything we could do to...
Just like Nampol, I've spent a lot of time... They can be a bit slow sometimes, but they're razor sharp at others. They don't get complex human... In short, young Saurians are just like children. On one hand, so the best move isn't to get stuck on the truth of what happened.
His wish.
For example, Antu, you decided to stay here because of Milray and Nyan, right? You're a smart kid. Sacred Flame but now, after hundreds of...
Interesting approach.
Actually,
Oh, dear child. Come. Let Granny explain it to you.
Oh, I get it now.
Not so fast. Hate to break it to you, but the three of us can't make this happen. Let's meet up at the stadium in 2 days. We'll spread the word and see who's willing to play along. As for making Antu understand, Kakuku can help out. They'll have an easier time communicating.